Hello guys, this is the video I was talking about the regression analysis in the statistic. Introduction. The regression analysis is the one of the most frequently used tools in the market research. It is a simple form. A regression analysis allows market researchers to analyze the relationship between one independent and one dependent variable. In marketing application, the dependent variable is usually the outcome we care about, the e.g. sales, while the independent variables are the instruments we have to achieve this outcome with e.g. pricing or advertising. And next, the key benefits of using regression analysis are that it can first indicate if the independent variables have a significant relationship with a dependent variable. Second is to indicate the relative strength of the different independent variables' effect on the dependent variable. And the third is to make a prediction of the statistic of regression analysis that it can. After that, the conducting the regression analysis. The several data requirements have to be considered before we undertake a regression analysis that include the following: a sample size, a variable need to vary, and the scale type of the dependent variable and collinearity. So, in this tutorial, we take a brief look at the regression analysis tool in Excel. So, I'm going to use the sample the file of movies. In the column A, I have the movie name, I have the gross ticket sales or gross revenue in their budget. That must be have $1 million, the runtime, probably a minute, and the number of stars that they were given on a rating system of some sort. And what the regression houses to do, it allows us to understand the relationship between the one variable and the set of other variables. We sometimes call this independent variable, so the gross sales is dependent, and how many tickets we sell independent, and how much money we spend making the movie, how long the movie is, and how many stars was received in just a sample. So regression analysis will take a whole series. We can put maybe 10 or 20 other things that we think drive sales to see how that the runs. So my focus doc is show how to run and a couple key points of the output. So you go to the data analysis. Within the data analysis, the tool pack is the regression tool is way down here at the bottom of regression opens. You need to carefully put two pieces of information of the Y range and trying to understand or predict. Going to determine it based on X range, which is what thing affect gross sales. So it's going to compare all three of the gross sales so that the Y range and X-ray, I'm going to turn off the labels on it, make it much easier to interpret the data. And then I'm going to leave all this for the rest in the set to the default, and it's going to create a new tab with our correlation of and the progression results. So makes a little larger, we can look and show the couple key items, and you get the regression statistic, the ANOVA and the coefficient. Let's arbitrary one of the key items look like to look at is the R, and the R square is the measure how the much of the change of the ticket sales is driven by the truth of three variables that we have provided in indicating the 12% of the variation in ticket sales. That it's not very much. That means we need to probably look deeper at what is modifying ticket sales, but is a key measure. The other thing I like to the observation, there should be have 8 movies in my analysis. I'm going to go over here to check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that is correct. And just to the checkpoint, the significance F is somewhat important, and the general target is the one the number of the smaller than of 6, 5, and we do not have that in this case. So this is not very strong regression. Another item, the value to us is the coefficient, and the coefficient are the numbers that go to the equation of the line. You remember the linear equation of a line is just two items that the y-intercept what's the right there and the slope of the one variable. But this is so the slope budget is 39. That means that we have downward 3 negative relationship between budget and the ticket sales. And the runtime is the positive longer mu v, the sell more tickets and the look the weight of the this 0.5 or slope, and as we make say the stars is strongest use of 3.23. The other item we like look at the p-value. The p-value is the press test of the coefficient with slope are too close to 0, because the 0 slope means to has no effect. So if the p-value is smaller than 0.05, they normally would say the coefficient have the effect of ticket sales. The notice is in this case is known these are lower than the 0.05. They actually it's quite a bit larger than 0.5, so we would say that in this case the regression is not good. We did not have the significance F test that we wanted. We did not have the coefficient, and I think with that this about the movies and are probably right weeks, and there's a lot other things that drive whether the people buy tickets at the movies, and the ones we had were not very good. But at least this example, this how the correlation is run and how to interpret this result. Thank you.